It all started when Paul lost his $3 million watch to the deep sea. Diving in to retrieve it, he unearthed something far more valuable, an ancient dagger, encrusted with diamonds and glowing beneath layers of sand. The team rushed it back to the boat, buzzing with excitement. But Paul had a gut feeling. Where there's one artifact, there's bound to be more. Diving back down, they discovered an 18th century cannon buried beneath the seabed. Using inflatable airbags, they carefully lifted it until a Coast Patrol boat appeared overhead. This was a no recovery zone. In the chaos, one teammate accidentally released the oxygen too soon. The cannon dropped like an anchor, pinning a man's arm. Time was running out. With a final breath and one desperate gamble, Paul used every bit of oxygen left to raise the cannon just enough to save his friend. But that was only the beginning. The next day, deeper in the reef, Paul spotted something shimmering, wreckage. A plane, broken and forgotten, lay silent on the ocean floor. Curious, they forced their way inside, only to find several tons of mysterious white powder packed tightly in bags. Flour? No, this was no ordinary cargo. Paul warned the others, this kind of treasure could get people killed. But with empty pockets and a shaky future, temptation crept in. That night, one teammate snuck back to grab a few bags, unaware he was stealing from a cartel. And the cartel? They wanted their flour back. Now, the gang kidnapped two of Paul's friends and gave him 12 hours to return it all. With no choice, Paul cut a deal. They'd retrieve everything, but needed better equipment. What they didn't expect to find was a sunken ship nearby, filled with ancient artifacts and millions in gold. Still, the cartel came first. As they loaded bags onto the boat, a shark attacked. Paul saved his friend, but she bled out before they could reach land. Just as things calmed, the cartel returned, guns drawn. A brutal chase followed through tight alleyways, ending in betrayal. Paul was captured, but just when it seemed over, the real boss was taken out from the shadows. Another emerged, Sang Biao, the ruthless puppet master. Paul escaped by diving into the sea, staying just out of reach. But now, they had someone else, his friend Mei. If Paul didn't return the rest of the stash, she'd be shark food. So, Paul set a trap. He scattered bags of flour across the crash site and waited. Sang Biao and his men dove in greedily. But under the waves, this was Paul's world. Armed with a slingshot and deadly precision, he wounded one, drawing blood, and the sharks came swarming. Chaos erupted. One by one, the men were shredded by teeth and water. Sang Biao tried to finish Paul in the wreckage. In the final moment, Paul ripped off his oxygen tank and detonated a compressed tank, blowing the plane sky high. When the dust settled, Paul and his crew salvaged the sunken ship, recovering the cannon, the gold, and their freedom. From that day forward, Paul and Mei lived quietly, but never forgot what the ocean nearly took from them.